Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Brooklyn, and I've had the honor of being the favorite grandchild for these two stubborn, hardworking individuals known as my nanny and papal. Two words, 60 years. To some, it's just a number, but to my nanny and papal, it's a lifetime of hard work. Early mornings, late nights, disagreements, laughter, tears, and choosing each other over and over. When someone asks me about their marriage, I don't think of a specific moment or two in time. I think of the core memories that they have helped me instill in my head. One of my favorite memories is standing in the kitchen at Nanny and Papal's, and we made lunches and put them in a cooler. We packed sauerkraut, hamburgers with pickles and onions, mustard on the side, and some ice cold Coca-Colas. Nanny got somewhere on sale, I'm not sure. Everything was packed into a green and pink cooler with the words Rumfelt with a black Sharpie marker. Once we got there, Papa would give Nanny the keys to the boat and talk her through starting it and putting it in a slow reverse. And when I say slow, I mean slow. And then he would run over the boat to the pier, yelling at her over the motor, "Wait a damn minute so I can unhook this boat before you take off." And when it was time to dock the boat, Papa would take over and tell me to sit down. He would get close enough to the dock to let Nanny hop off the boat, stand on the pier, and guide the boat into the dock so she could tie it up. It's like they moved in sync with each other because they had done it 1,000 times before. I remember getting frustrated one time, or several times actually, but one in particular when we weren't going to take the boat out. I didn't like playing in the area in front of the boat because it had a lot of goose poop where we parked our cars. So Papa told me to get in the water and start looking for crawdads. So I did. A few moments later, he come out and joined me. And now, for many of you, you don't know that my Papa is deathly afraid of snakes. And when I say deathly, I mean like you would mistake his scream if you saw a snake for a girl. Well, that scream came out of this man that day. I'll never forget it. Me and Nanny laughed so hard we were about ready to pee our pants. And we just continued to laugh. And the more we laughed, the more angrier Papal got. It was beautiful because after all that time together, they still found a way to laugh, enjoy each other's company, and still learn to let go. This is what 60 years looks like. As I've gotten older, I've realized something else too. That homesick feeling that I get in the pit of my stomach isn't just a place and time where I go back to. It's the memories that I've gained. I remember times where Nanny and I would go to drop Papa off at work or take him his lunch. And then we'd run and do our little girl's mission or go back to the pool. Sometimes we would pick Papa up after his second shift or after his shift ended, which was second shift. And we would drive to Myers to grocery shop. And this was like late for me, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And when I say grocery shopping, I mean Nanny would have the car. Nanny would go get groceries. And I would sneak off with Papa and we'd go to the cafe and eat a slice of pizza at like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. I remember when Papa had a scooter and I would beg him to drive separate from Nanny to go to our reservoir trips. I thought I was the coolest. I had the wind in our hair. I was holding on to my favorite person, and we were going to meet my other favorite person. Those were not just memories, but something that has shaped me into who I am today. Those are the reasons why I want to create memories with my children. Each moment in time was the best times of my life. And now that I'm grown and I have a family of my own, I realize how powerful those times were in my life. Those things that I feel homesick for are not the big moments in my life, but the random driving around the reservoir, the fishing trips we had, where we had to get organized. It's the chaos and the best times of their lives. It's showing up for work to provide for their 4 children. It's choosing each other over and over again. It's the forgiveness that they have for one another. This is what Nanny and Papa built. It's not just a marriage. It's little ordinary moments that didn't matter then, that have core valued memories now. Papel is and always has been a hard worker, dedicated to his family, even when there were snakes involved. And Nanny has always been the caretaker, the mold to our family, and both are equally just as stubborn. But over the years of learning what love really meant and how it isn't supposed to be perfection, but a trial and error, turning ordinary days into a lifetime of legacy. Nanny and Paps, thank you for showing us what love looks like. Thank you for teaching us that no one is perfect and there's not one thing that isn't hard in this world, but how hard you work. Your dedication, your laughter, your stubbornness, and choosing each other over and over again is most valuable in my eyes. May your days be continued to be filled with sunshine, those gator rides, late night ball games, and the arguments that never last. Here's to 60 years. Please raise your glass in memory of those ordinary memories that make us homesick in the best way possible. To Nanny and Paps.